Hello, everyone. We are back with another episode here on My Line Purpose Podcast. I'm your host, Nicole Crone. Super excited to bring you today's episode. By the time you're hearing this, we are in our free week that we are offering. So, what I want to make sure that you know before you go through this episode is that if you are listening to this on Monday, September 15th, and you are not yet registered for our free event, 5 days of building your $1 million brand, then I want you to click the link in the show notes. Get signed up to that. You're going to receive your challenge content today and tomorrow via email. And then we go live with live coaching, live connecting, hot seat, all that fun stuff, training Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I want to make sure that you know that before we dive in. Today's episode is tying into this whole concept of building $1 million brand and what you can do with the last 4 months of the year. For those of you that are business owners that are listening to this, I wanted to support you to quiet the noise. There's a lot of noise out there of what you could do, should do, would be doing, all those sorts of things. And I want to quiet the noise and lessen your decision fatigue by giving you what I think is the number one question you should ask yourself before you go to launch this fall. So, in the fall time, as we enter Q4, lots of business owners are gearing up for their winter collection, their fall launch, their Black Friday sales, their Cyber Monday, whatever it might be, the end of the year. And I want you to think about what it is that you are launching: a product, a service, a digital course, a membership, a podcast, a website, whatever it is for sale. This question is going to apply to every single one of you. It applies to me. It applies to Kayla. It applies to all of us that have something for sale. And the question is simple and it's everything. Would I buy this? Now let's break this down, because this one question in my mind is equal part strategy, equal part mindset. Strategically, when you ask yourself, would I buy this, whatever it is that you are putting out there for sale? Now, actually, before I even get into it, I want to give this caveat of, I'm not talking about like, would this version of you right now buy this particular product or whatever it might be? Because say you are a woman who sells men's clothing. Okay. Let's just say that's your business. You've got an Etsy shop and you sell men's clothing. And you're like, well, no, I'm not my ideal buyer. I want you to think about it from a bigger lens. If this was a different product, but sold the same way you are selling it, would you feel valued as a customer? Would you know what's for sale? All those sorts of things. So I just want to give that caveat before I get into it. So the strategy here, by asking yourself this one question of would I buy this, it immediately requires you to take your creator role hat off and to put on the client hat, the consumer hat. And this is where you step into your own customer journey. Does the offer feel clear? Does the price make sense? Does it solve a real problem? That is such a huge one. Does it solve a real problem that people want solved right now? Would you be excited to invest in this if you were on the other side? So if you were looking to buy, would you be excited to buy into this? If you were an investor, would you be excited to invest in this? These are some questions strategically that I want you to think about before you go into your launch this fall. It does not matter if you are launching something low ticket or high ticket, something that's short term or long term. That does not matter. What matters are the things I just went over. The client experience. Is there a demand? Would you pay for this? Is the price point right? This is the marketing piece. If your offer does not feel irresistible to you or to the avatar of whom you wish to sell to, then it's probably not going to feel irresistible to your audience either. I'm just being honest. I see so many people be like, I've created this new thing. Want it? I've created this new thing. Send me a DM. I've created this thing. Want the link? Listen, if there's not a demand for that, if the price is off, if you wouldn't rush to buy it for yourself or for the person who you're targeting, then that's probably why people aren't signing up and why you feel like your launches are failing. Now, if we flip over from strategy to mindset with this one question to ask yourself before you launch this fall, the mindset here reveals something so much deeper about you. That's why I love mindset, because I love going deep and I love the revelations and the things that come up when I get to do mindset work with people. Do you actually believe in what you're selling? Kayla and I talk about this all of the time with Align CEO Method clients, because we always say that we believe wholeheartedly to our core with 110% confidence that Align CEO Method is the mastermind coaching program to be in specifically for those who are earning 0 to 250K. If you are in that range of just starting out to earning $250,000 in your business and you are looking for strategy, you are looking for mindset, you are looking for network, you're looking to have one-to-one eyes on your work, but also looking to mastermind and connect and network with other people. You're looking for somebody to deep dive in your systems with you and tell you how to click this thing to that thing and set it up step by step. You're looking for somebody to call you on your shit when you're trying to hide or play it small. We believe 110% in our product. We believe in what we're selling. We wouldn't sell something we don't believe in. Well, it would be a waste of our time. We learned very early on that when you love what you are selling, I mean, the love that we had for Manifesting Money Masterclass, I know is what sold it because we didn't have a social media, we didn't have an email list, we didn't have a website yet, we didn't have any sort of following, we didn't have any previous experience of digital courses. We just loved the topic of manifesting money so much that that's what brought those 50 people in. That's what brought in that first $10,000 launch for us right off the hop. I know some people say you two are so lucky or that's fluke or that doesn't happen for most people. Okay, maybe, but maybe most people don't go into creating their business with 100% joy and excitement. We did, and we know that that works. And that's why our business is called My Aligned Purpose. We check in. Are we aligned with this? Are we excited by this? Do we believe in this? We're not trying to just push something we don't believe in. This is why I believe those who succeed and excel in network marketing, whether it's Arbonne or Oliveda or Amare or whatever the company is, those who make it to the top, I'm convinced, are those who truly believe in the products. They use them. Like I think about the people who are at the top with Arbonne. And you go to their house and their soaps and their shampoos and their makeup and their protein and their energy, everything's Arbonne. Like, why would they go to Sephora and buy their makeup there when they are selling this product? Why would they go to the grocery store and buy the Method hand pump soap when they could shop their own store from Arbonne? But so many people think that you can fake it, that you can just climb to the top in network marketing or your own business by faking it or by doing what looks like has been successful for somebody else. And it won't work because you have to be all in. You have to so believe in what you are selling. So to go deeper here to know, do you believe in what you're selling? Ask yourself, would you confidently spend money on this? And if the answer is no, that's cue. That's pause for some personal development work. Maybe you're undercharging and it doesn't feel expansive. Maybe you're over delivering and you secretly feel resentful. Or maybe you just don't feel fully aligned with what you've created. So here's the truth. Here's the truth. It's my truth. I believe it could be your truth too. Money flows where attention goes. Money flows where belief goes. And if you don't believe in your business offer, your sales are going to reflect that. Like there's no denying that. Your sales will reflect your beliefs. If you wouldn't buy it, how can you expect anyone else to? If there is not a demand for it, why are you trying to make up a demand? If there's not a demand for it, you can't blame the algorithm or the launch or where you're at in your cycle or whatever it is. The data doesn't lie. People don't buy something that they don't need. People typically don't spend money on something that they don't think they need or that they don't think they want. And so if there's not a demand for it, then you might want to think about selling something else, launching something else. Let's just say, let me just give you an example here. Let's just say that you are about to launch a group coaching offer. Okay. And the program is for entrepreneurs. And you've put together the modules. You've taken all the time to build out the modules, to build out what you're going to teach. You've priced it at $997. That feels super accessible. It's less than $1,000. You're ready to promote it on social media, email marketing, talk about it on your podcast. Before you hit go, you pause and you ask yourself, would I buy this? Whether it's this version of you right now or a version of you 5 years ago. And if you are not your ideal client anyway, then think of who your ideal client is and would you buy it for them? If you were scrolling Instagram and saw your own Instagram and it led you to your own website, your own sales page, would you be excited to hand your credit card over? And if not, why? Is the transformation clear enough? Is the messaging aligned with how you want people to feel? And is the price point matching the value? This question will save you so much time and energy because it forces you to refine before you hit launch, before you hit go. So let's talk about tying this all in with the last 4 months left of the year, 3.5 months left of the year as we enter Q4. As I mentioned earlier, Q4, the last quarter of the year, is when a lot of entrepreneurs, most entrepreneurs, push for big sales. And the good ones make them. The successful ones who know how to sell, who aren't afraid to sell, they make those big sales. But it's also when people can be distracted and a bit more discerning with their money. There's lots happening. Again, there's Black Friday, there's Cyber Monday, there's people prepping for the holidays, there's school break, there's all these sorts of things. So your marketing has to feel magnetic. Your mindset has to be solid, 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 solid. And your offers have to be something that you would actually buy for yourself or for the person who you're thinking of that would be your targeted ideal person. So as you're planning this fall to launch, I want you to ask yourself every single day about your offer that you're launching, that you have launched that is for sale. Would I buy this? Does this feel like an aligned yes to me? Would this solve my problem or inspire me or elevate me? And the thing that I really want to leave you with before we start to wrap up is that entrepreneurship specifically, it's not just about creating products. It's not just about creating products or offers and hoping people will pay for them. That's not a good business strategy. That's not a good business plan. It is about deeply believing in the transformation that you provide people. It's about aligning your marketing with that belief and embodying the kind of personal development that makes your audience trust you with their money. So the next time you go to launch, which will probably be this fall, I hope if you're a business owner, you've got a launch plan for this fall. I want you to ask yourself this one simple but powerful question. Would I buy this? Now, after listening to this whole episode, I want you to know that this is everything we support with inside of Aligned CEO Method. We've got launch plans, we've got a foundational launch plan. We've got a launch plan that goes a little bit deeper. We have an advanced launch plan. We talk about marketing. We have all of the different ways to market: social media marketing, email marketing, in-person marketing, marketing from your events. We talk sales day in and day out. We do mindset work, deep mindset work. We are training everybody up to feel like the CEO that they are of their company. We talk about pricing accordingly, what's happening in the market, what trends, what is and isn't working in the online space in terms of, like, again, using your social media and email platforms. We support with all of this. That's what Aligned CEO Method is. It's a coaching mastermind for women entrepreneurs who are at that $0 to $250,000 in their business, and you want to become more profitable. And hopefully you have the goal of building $1 million brand. And so if you want to launch podcasts, if you want to write books, if you want to speak on stages, if you want to sell digital products, if you want to run live coaching programs, if you want to host big events, you've got to get into our community so that we can support you to do that. And getting in now before we meet in person, especially for those of you who live nearby, who are in British Columbia, or you're not afraid to book a flight and come hang out for a couple of days, we are doing a deep dive in prepping all of our aligned CEOs for the biggest fall in their business. So you could get in on that too. It's included. For those who are in Aligned CEO Method, we include 2 in-person events, a ticket to our big event at the end of the year. You get access to all of our courses. So Cash Flow, Manifesting Money Masterclass, Millionaire Mindset, all of the good stuff. And of course, you get weekly coaching. Nobody falls between the cracks. We do a hybrid method of one-to-one coaching and group masterminding. So it's like we literally check all the boxes of what a business owner needs who's at that $0 to $250K mark. So I hope that your answer to would I buy this is yes, I would buy it. If the answer is yes, great. Get out there, go launch, go market the heck out of it. If the answer is no, don't get discouraged. That's your opportunity to tweak, to align, to work with us and refine until it is a full body yes. Because when you would buy it, when you're excited about it, when you would buy it for somebody else, you would pull out your credit card and say, yes, I'd buy this for my sister or my best friend or my accountability buddy or my aunt or whatever it is. When you would buy it for somebody else, if it's not tailored to you, then that's a pretty good sign that other people would buy it too. All right, that's today's episode. I'm trusting that this has landed for you, especially we head into the fall with big sales and big goals and big business dreams. If this resonated, You know what to do. Head over to My Line Purpose on Instagram, send us a DM. Let us know what your takeaway is from this episode. Are you ready to refine and tweak? Are you ready to get into Align CEO method? Do you feel like what you have is something so big and special, but you just can't figure out how to market it properly or what the messaging is or who exactly it's for, what to price it at? Then let's connect. Let's have us support you and help you do that so that you have a profitable, sustainable business. And before we go, I just want to leave you with this. Remember that your business can only expand as much as you are willing and ready to expand yourself. So if you are not doing daily mindset work, if you are not doing the things to expand your capacity to receive wealth, health, clients, happiness, all of it, then your business is going to stay capped. So you really got to believe in the power of mindset, of daily mindset work. Again, this is what we do inside of Align CEO Method. We talk about these things all of the time. Would love to have you in there and enjoy your week. If you are not signed up to our free week, head on over there now. Come get in. Even if you're hearing this a couple days later, the free challenge of building your $1 million brand is happening all week long, Monday, September 15th to Friday, September 19th. We'd love to meet you and connect and network and introduce you to everyone else who's going to be in the room. Have a great week, everyone.